shit. Got here early. Usually get here on a Friday, but got here on a Thursday to register. Kind of calm before the storm and whatnot. We were about to go check out the showroom floor, but it's still closed till tomorrow. So I'm just mobbing around, seeing who's in. Probably gonna turn up. I don't know, what we gonna do, Keith? Try to turn up?
Yeah, we turn up tonight, you know, so that tomorrow we can network, make connections, visit our vendors.
Just got here to Vegas though, figure out, see what's going on. And then tomorrow hit the ground running. Got a lot of plans for this year. Use some funding as leverage, get some terms, load up the shop. Yeah, take things a little bit more seriously.
Also want to help out our clients that we have looking for certain pizzas. So this one's for y'all. Day 0, baby.
All them tricep pushdowns.
Bro,
I got the strongest triceps in Las Vegas.
I will beat you in tricep pushdowns.
When's the last time you heard a go, damn, I ain't never seen him do so many tricep pushdowns before. I'm so wet. Headed out to Best Friend restaurant right now. Funny ass story, bro. I was at fucking XS, drunk as fuck, and some girl came up to me and like tried to hold my hand. She was like, "Oh my God, are you Roy Choi?" And I was like, "Nah, who the fuck is Roy Choi?" And then she's like, "The one that owns Best Friend restaurant." Mind you, I've never been to Best Friend, so I looked it up. Obviously, some chubby Asian dude, but whatever. Yeah, ended up going to the restaurant. It's damn near my favorite restaurant to go to in Vegas now. So every time we pull up, first day when it comes to like JCK and shit, have a team dinner over at Best Friend. Hella cool vibes. They be in there slapping. Hella good like Korean street food and shit. And yeah, about to go grub out real quick. I know our team is small though, but I appreciate y'all, bro. Like, you know, I think things happen at the right time, you feel me? Like, I can put all my effort and energy into this shit again, so I think with the goals that we have and the plan that we have in place, we can go crazy. Just gotta execute. But this is where it starts this weekend. Cheers. Let's get it.
The next day.
I'm not gonna lie, we had a long night last night, so we're gonna try to push through and get this work done. But Vegas is dangerous. That's all I'm gonna say. What's up, y'all? It's Deryck. We out here at JCK for day 1. If y'all don't know, JCK is really big for jewelers like myself who don't work in a traditional diamond district, for the very reason that we have all our vendors under one roof. So literally billions of dollars in here full of diamonds and gold, and we're about to get some work done today. It's gonna be real cool. We got a few things that we're gonna try out, and give y'all a little sneak peek into how the jewelry world works. That's crazy. I feel like this is the only way to make the quality grills people are making nowadays, like, especially with the crazy designs and whatnot. If you're not doing CAD, it's like, it doesn't look as good. Correct. Before, right, for grills, they used to always have to be handmade. You have to take the impression, pour out the rock, and then you would melt wax on top of the teeth to do a wax of what they call it in dentistry. So now people are doing this all over the computer, and saving a lot of time and efficiency too. Like accuracy then, in terms of like comparison to when people hand make it, what's been like the feedback?
So the accuracy of our scanner is plus or minus 10 microns. Okay. A lot of high resolution, a lot of detail. Right. Yeah, it's a very accurate system. Very easy to use.
Yeah, that's how you typically work right now. That's good to know that we don't have to pour the rock out.
Correct.
You just be the impression. Right now we have one of our vendors out in LA, taking a look at some of their lab diamond collection. But last year they didn't even have lab diamonds. It's like they were against it. So you can see a change in the market already. Everybody's offering labs, bro. It's just a better price point, honestly. It made getting high quality diamonds and really nice and shiny VS diamonds a lot more affordable for people. It's like a third of the price, bro. It's crazy. A lot cheaper. And like I said, you get a higher quality lab diamond than you would get a natural diamond for a lot cheaper. It's a no-brainer in my opinion, but it's up to the buyer to do what's best for their pockets. If you can afford to have natural diamonds and get really good quality that looks like this, go ahead, go for it. All right, so today, since we have all our vendors under one roof, being that we're not in a diamond district out in the Bay Area, we're gonna try to trade this 36 millimeter date just up to an AP by the end of the weekend. So bring it all along, see how these negotiations go, and see what we can do with it. This was a trade-in from a client. We're trying to see what we can trade it up to. I got my eyes on the Grillz and the Air King.
Brandon, where is that Breitling?
Which Breitling?
The one? No, sorry, the Panorama.
Yeah, I see it. It's a good watch. Diamonds are a little SI lower quality.
Yeah.
What are you saying?
I want to trade for either the Grillz or the Air King, but I want to see what we do.
You're gonna, even if you get the Milgas, you're gonna have to give me some more money on that.
Yeah, for sure. I knew that.
Yeah.
How much you thinking?
I'm thinking probably. I'll give you one price. All right, 4,000.
4,000 on top. So basically, you're giving me 4,000 for that. And then, well, about 5,000.
This is used
We've never
diamonds.
bought these.
Yeah.
So honestly, even the fact he's making an offer surprises me.
Right. I want to see what Mike got too. If he offered 4,500 for it,
If you got an offer 45,
I got it for 35. So. I'll come back in a little bit. All right, cool. Appreciate it.
yeah. Big ass wrist, bro.
I do. Look here. You said 6 for this? 65 and then 43. It's all original, right? You got anything else?
I think this is a good bet.
Yeah, that's the better one.
Because the bezel is gold. I got a card for it. You can put that to ING.
Show me one more that we could do a comparable trade for. Something similar.
Give me 42 on top.
42 on top of this one?
No,
Because I had somebody at L&B offer a watch for 36 $7 with factory. 4,000 on top. All right, quick update on the watch. We still got the goal to turn this into like an AP or a day date. Took it to one vendor. He was offering way lower than what I wanted to get for it, so we're gonna keep trying around, talking to other people, and see what we can do with it. You wanted 4 on top for that one?
Yeah. That's a good deal.
That's the best deal. How much on top is that?
10.5.
10.5 for 6.5. That's what we do?
I sell 2-3 of these a week.
Okay, a card? Okay, credit card?
3%.
That's fine.
This has a real.
Yeah, I have people check it already. You can check it if you want to.
Thank you, sir. It's been a pleasure doing business with you.
Appreciate
Good
it.
deals.
Yes, sir.
Good deals here too.
All the time.
And once again,
Yes, sir.
thank you so much.
Thank you, brother. All right, y'all. So day one is wrapped up of us trying to trade a 36 millimeter date just iced out up to another watch, hopefully an AP by the end of the weekend. So we'll see how it goes. We did have a lot of rejection today. People did not want to really take in the iced out watch, and that reason is because the bust down market is terrible right now. People aren't buying bust downs like that, and it's making it hard for them to move, so they've dropped a lot in price. But luckily, we were still able to get some value for it. So what we were able to get was we traded in that date just for a 41 millimeter that we have right here, two-tone with the oyster band and the black Roman dial. Really good watch. I believe it's a 2011. If you count all the money that we put into it, we were about $9,500 in on a watch that retails for $13,500 to $14,000. Potential profit margins if we decide to sell the watch at some point, but this weekend we're trying to trade it up as much as we can and see what we end up with at the end of the weekend. But to give you guys an idea of how crazy the jewelry industry is and how fast people make money, that watch that we traded it in, we got $4,000 credit for, right? 10 minutes after posting it, the vendor sold it for a profit of $1,000 on his end, and that was in 10 minutes. So tell me about another profession where you could make $1,000 in 10 minutes. Anyways, we'll keep you guys posted on how everything's going, and we're not gonna hold on to this watch for too long. Hopefully we get something new. All right, y'all, it's Deryck again. We're back for day 2 of JCK, giving you guys like an inside look into how the jewelry industry is run. This is the biggest trade show in the world when it comes to jewelry, and we're gonna see a lot of cool things today. Saturdays are usually a little bit slower due to like religious reasons. Half of the trade show isn't here. So gives us some time to get some intimate time with some of our vendors, talk to some new ones, and figure out what's going on in the jewelry industry.
And I do this for my partner, them. Keep a tight circle, not a lot of them. Hey, big bag, only thing that we following. How we get it still remain anonymous. I ain't chasing no hoe. I put that on my mama, them. But I still ended up vibing with a pretty bitch, I'm knick-knack, patty wet dog in it. Big Himalaya, what she calling them? Say that, girl, again. Started from the bottom, now my head above the wind, really up there. Like I'm stranded, I'm stuck there.
That's so cool. Are you selling this?
Yeah.
How much are you selling it for?
Probably 30 grand.
30 grand? So right here we have a 2020 Lakers championship ring. Some of y'all gonna call it the bubble ring or the Mickey Mouse ring, but nonetheless, still super cool to hold a championship ring in your hand. This is Jason of Beverly Hills made this?
Yeah, Jason. So it's the record of the series, the teams played, the record of the season, the jerseys underneath, my name, the tagline, and then the players' jerseys, and then all of the diamonds correlate with like something specific to the team.
Right,
so
that's so cool.
But I have all the papers and the box and everything.
That is crazy. What did you do for the team?
Social media.
Oh, nice.
So posted everything.
Wow,
Yeah.
look at that box too.
Bring that in. That's cool.
Wow, that is super cool. You got more rings than Charles Barkley.
That's good. Our earrings are the same.
20.
That's awesome. You have good taste.
I appreciate you too. I'm a Warriors fan, but I grew up.
Can't touch that.
I grew up idolizing Kobe though, so it's still crazy to see this. Just got an ultrasonic cleaner and a steamer. And they're looking at some displays right now. Probably looking at some boxes too.
So then let's say I want to be able to take this. I just want to switch this.
Right.
Here.
Yeah, that's crazy. It's like the ultimate Frankenstein watch. Just try to switch it up. How much are these going for?
So the interchangeable comes as a kit.
Okay.
So basically you would pick the watch that you wanted, and then you can pick an extra strap, extra bezel, an extra crown.
Okay.
So you get that whole thing, and that's going to retail at $1,030.
Oh, okay.
Basically, you have
That's
two
not bad.
watches for the price of one.
Right. No, that's crazy. What about with the diamond bezel?
The diamond bezel.
Is that custom?
What's that?
Is that like a custom order, or you guys sell it like that?
This is CZ. We
Oh,
do
okay.
them in lab like
Right.
diamond or natural diamond. I think this is maybe $160.
Gotcha.
It just adds a little bit to it, but again, like you can just pop it on and good to go.
That's crazy. What y'all think? Is this worth more than the RM? Just the idea itself. That's cool though. It looks dope.
To spend $300,000 on it.
Yeah, no, right. And no one's gonna be able to tell the difference anyway, probably. Today we grabbed some inventory from one of our vendors on like some. Ask me again. Today we met with some of our vendors, let them know like of the future plans for the shop and how we're changing some things around. So with that, they were able to get us some terms on some inventory, which we're working on. So I grabbed a few things. Outside of that, tried to trade this watch in. Didn't really get any offers that I was happy with, so I'm gonna decide to hold on to it and go to the antique show and see what I can do there. But other than that, we got there kind of late. I'm not gonna lie, we had a long night last night. Probably gonna do the same thing again today. But fuck it, it's Vegas, this is what we do. One thing I wanna say, like if you are looking to be a jeweler, you don't need to come to these trade shows to be successful as a jeweler. I think it's all about taking baby steps in business. You're not gonna make $1 million overnight, you're not gonna make 6 figures overnight. You just gotta focus on getting the first sale. So what I did when I started deciding to sell Grillz was I sold Grillz to the people closest to me that I knew would support me. And I told them I'm trying this new venture out, and the first person I went to was my barber named Roger. So shout out to Roger. But yeah, I'm in the chair with him, told him, bro, I'm thinking about selling jewelry. Would you be interested in being my first client? I'll give you the price that it cost me to make it, just so I have something to show off and I can get this thing started. So I ended up giving it to him for the exact price that I made it for, and that was my first sale. After that, you got an example. You can start running ads on Instagram. It doesn't even have to be a lot, maybe $10 a day, just to build your page up. And then I only did Grillz for the first like 2 years. After that, you know, I started getting more requests from other people, looking for engagement rings, custom pendants, different things of that sort. And you slowly start to scale up and expand your offerings to your clientele. So I said all that to say, whatever business you want to get into, whether it's jewelry or something else, specialize in one thing first, get your feet wet with that, and then as you get more revenue coming in, reinvest it into other items that you think your clients would like. So now, you know, it's been about 6 years. We still do a lot of Grillz, but we do more engagement rings now, do a lot of pendants, custom work. And yeah, we even got into Rolex watches, which is something that I never thought that I would get into or even really have, to be honest. I wasn't raised with parents that had Rolexes or into really fancy things. So I just always thought those things were kind of unattainable for some reason. But yeah, man, you get into an industry like the jewelry industry where millions of dollars are being spent every day between different people, you start to see what's possible and what you can do. So the sky's the limit. Just try different shit, fail fast, and eventually things will start to work out.
What's your outlook on the industry now that this is your third time at JCK? Compared to your first?
I would say people in the industry are super opinionated, especially in the beginning. Like when I started selling lab diamonds and whatnot 2 years ago, everybody was fucking against lab diamonds. They talked so much shit about lab diamonds, they hated it. You go back now, all the vendors that were talking shit about doing lab diamonds are offering, you know, albeit it's a small offering, but they're offering lab diamonds because there's money in it. That's another thing too, like, don't be scared to sell the cheaper stuff. There's people making millions and millions of dollars selling silver and moissanite grills, pendants, different things of that sort. I think the market is moving in a direction where people aren't obsessed with the amount of money they spent on their jewelry as much as they're focused on the quality of work that they get. So I think the industry needs to be held accountable in that kind of sense. A lot of jewelers will put out shitty quality things or quality work and kind of just tell the person like, oh, you're stuck with it now. So I think people are gravitating towards making better financial decisions for them and wanting to get good quality work as opposed to expensive items, if that makes sense. And I think that's what makes a beautiful jewelry piece, man. Like, it doesn't matter how many diamonds you have on that shit, if it's 14 karat, 18 karat, 22 karat, all that shit is subjective. I think it's about getting things that, you know, that mean something to you, especially if it's a custom piece. You know, design something or work with your jewelry designer, work with me to come up with an ideal design for what you want or what it means to you. It should be looked at as like a tattoo, you know, and that goes on to another thing too. Like, this shit is not a good investment. It's not an investment at all. It's still a liability, but this isn't something that you purchase because you want to be able to sell it later on down the line for X amount of dollars. Like, this is a trophy, you know, it's a, sometimes it could be, you know, in memory of somebody. It could mean something to you. You could be a symbol of your accomplishments, anything like that. But people that go into, you know, buying jewelry saying that they want to find a good investment, it's like, if you want a good investment in jewelry, you're buying gold bricks. Or you're fucking spending $100,000 buying something that Cartier made one of one. There's a lemur that sold in the 1990s for $100,000. It just sold again last year for $200,000. Those are good investment pieces, but those go up to auction. So if you want to find investment pieces, go to the auction. Back to your question on whether, you know, what the industry's been like or what people are buzzing around saying. One thing I heard a few times this weekend is that people think the price of gold is going to go to $3,000. I've had clients all week and last month asking me like, oh, should I just wait to buy my chain next month? Is the price of gold gonna go down? It's the same thing with the stock market. You can't time the market, right? So it's like nobody knows where it's gonna go. All indicators are saying that the price of gold is gonna continue to skyrocket. So yeah, that's one thing. Another thing is too, like I told you guys, we were having a hard time trading that Iced Out Rolex because no one's buying them anymore, right? And that comes back to my whole thing about don't trick yourself out your position, trying to buy things you can't afford or barely can afford to look like something you're not, right? And during the pandemic, when I came here, all the iced out shit was selling. Everybody was getting cleared out for iced out things. And I hate to say it, but now that people ran out of their EDD money, it's all dried up, right? Now it's going back to what bust down watches went for 4 years ago is at half the price now and not moving. So just a few things to consider, man. Cool, so we finished up at JCK. Like I said, you know, Saturdays are really slow over there, but we're gonna head over to the antique show right now and see what kind of motion we can get with this Rollie. Still trying to keep trading it up. Hopefully I can get a Wimbledon or some. We shall see.
The 1940s, 50s.
Okay.
And the date, it's $12,500.
First automatic watch that Patek made, and it's dated like 1945.
And it's in just great condition.
Yeah, it looks amazing.
See, it has a waterproof back, which today we wouldn't call waterproof compared to a sport watch.
Right.
But was a big innovation then. And the automatic movement is protected inside.
Right. It looks like nobody ever even wore this watch.
I know.
Right. It's crazy.
A lot of these watches were given as gifts.
Oh, okay.
Commemorative weddings,
right.
anniversaries,
right.
and things, and not worn so much.
Right. Okay. You said this go for $12,500?
This one is $12,500.
$12,500. Okay. Today we are about to go back to the Chinese Hong Kong area. I really like the manufacturing in China. They do some of the best work in the world. So see if we can make some new relationships there, get some new people to try. Outside of that, finish up some orders that we have with some of our domestic vendors. And then yeah, I'll probably do a little bit more like posting of cool shit I see today. We haven't really been doing that this weekend because I haven't been trying to do the whole running around thing. But palms feeling kind of itchy. Want to see if we can make some more sales, so about to find the coolest shit I see, post it, hopefully run it up. We just picked up some inventory for the shop, got some quick flips, pendants, rings, chains, earrings, and yeah, I worked with the vendor we've been working with for years. Haven't really been spending too much with them for the last couple of years, but we changed that up this year and both parties are happy. So we got some really dope designs to show you guys and excited to have y'all see it in the shop. Closing out with one of our vendors, the chains. Might add some more. I sound like too wounded to
For a shot of
even process what's going on. All right, y'all, that's a wrap on JCK 2024. It was a lot of fun, but hella walking. Walked over 100,000 steps over a 4-day span, but it was really worth it. We got to meet with some of our vendors that we work with overseas. It was really amazing to be able to put a face to the name. Along with that, met with some of our vendors in New York that we haven't met with in person yet before too. So yeah, overall great experience. Loaded up on inventory for the shop. A lot of chains, bracelets, rings, earrings, and different things of that sort, and learned a lot this weekend too. My goal this year was to really get into watches, learn more about watches and how watch flipping goes. We were able to turn a bust down 36mm Rolex into this 41mm two-tone Datejust 2011, so that was really cool. But yeah, met a lot of our goals for the weekend, and excited to hit the ground running when we get back to the Bay. So excited to show y'all what we have to offer and looking forward to seeing what you guys like.